Yay, I like this one. If you're on there, can you please say something on your chat so we know you're alive and well? There we go. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side. Hi, everybody. Well, welcome back this morning. We've been here since wee hours of the morning, starting with Japan, and then we were able to do Eastern Europe, Russia and Kazakhstan and Czech Republic and Ukraine. And this call is in English for the sole purpose of talking to people of UK, Australia, Israel. And by the way, Israel, if you're on, I got to see you on this chat because you guys are swinging for the fence. Israel is. Good job, by the way. Really good job to the Israelis. So just want to do a little shout out because we've been following the pre-activities in this model, and Israel is crushing. I think they're in third place in the world right now, which, you know, we've clumped European Union as one, right? And then the United States. And so really, really impressed with what's going on in the Israel area. So anyhow, good morning, everybody. What a pleasure it is to be on. I'm joined here today by Bree Stevens, who does a lot of work with people around the world, particularly here in North America. Justin Stevens, no relation except for marriage. And he's here, as you all know, that he has a big hand in this company with regards to Europe. He's a great leader and has a great future in this industry. I'm here with Allison King, who's our director of marketing, who always, you know, kind of snaps a pretty harsh whip at the rest of us. And then we're joined by three of our top executives today, Joe Jensen, Jorge Alvarado, and Rick Redford, and they are your keynote speakers today. What I wanted to do is get on and just kind of recap last week and let you know that, look, this is going to be 8 weeks in a row, extreme webinaring, okay? Now, when I say extreme, you have to understand, from the corporate perspective, we have to have the agendas done last week, sent off to translators, so over the weekend they can get everything translated, we can come back on Monday and look at it, and then boom, Tuesday we're on camera doing it. So for us, it's kind of extreme, but the team is just, you know, doing a great job right now. I must say that the team right now is really dialed in. We have a stable IT system. We have a new back office. We have the right bodies in the right chairs. There's no more fraud. We have great, good protection on our credit carding and our merchant accounting and all that kind of stuff. And Ketopia is finally out there to market. I realize that was fun to watch for all of us. And but it's a beautiful model today, 129 and 100 points, great product. And now we're doing the final touches on the Envelope Express model. Prodigy-5, all-in-one nutritional shot for everyone, every day. Great product. We could have made 4 or 5 products, but we tried to find a way to put it in one. And picture in your mind a case of shots, and then boom, snap your fingers, and that case of shots becomes an envelope case of shots in the name of Prodigy-5. So obviously, we're really excited. So before next week, we start hitting on the product week after week. So as you know, there's 5 attributes, right? So starting next week, we start hitting those 5 attributes. Today, however, we want to do this one right and prioritize things the right way. And that is, you know, hit the business and hit it hard. Because what I've learned is when the business works, everything works, right? When you're making money, the product never tastes so good. When you're making money, you can help sick people, not recruit them, okay? When you're making money, you know, you can live your purpose instead of paycheck to paycheck, right? When we sharpen the business skills, everything is possible. But when we just go after people that are sick, and I don't mean to sound rude or disrespectful or insensitive, is one day you wake up and you tell your downline to get to work and they're like, it's not what I signed up for, right? So this is a time for us to really prioritize our mindset and focus on the business attributes. And so I've asked these 3 great men to come in and highlight those 5 attributes, because Prodigy-5 has 5 health attributes and 5 business attributes. And tonight, or today, they are unveiling those 5 business attributes. So very excited about that. Then next week we'll get into the product, and then finally we'll have a big recap session, live webinar around the world, and then of course Paris. So all of this is kind of the road to Paris, if you will, because that's kind of the impending event. So anyhow, this is our effort to round things off in this phase of our growth, this chapter of our success, probably greater than any other chapter we've ever had. And we get to talk about perfect name product, Prodigy-5. So with that, I just want to recap last week. I'll do it very short because it's in English, no translation. Number one, we started with the Prodigy part of the story, and that is this doctor, right? Dr. Ambati. And Dr. Ambati is a gentleman who started calculus at 4 years old, high school graduate at 11, right? Graduated college 13, accepted into medical school at 14, became the youngest doctor in history and the youngest doctor in the world in the Guinness World Book of Records, and became a grandfather, a great-grandfather at 18. And so I'm just stupid. But amazing story, guys. What an amazing prodigy story. And you know, the thing that excites me more than that, he, I think, would be insulted if he knew that this was our emphasis, but you need to know this. This is his background. But above and beyond these credentials that I mentioned, what an amazing human being he is. This is a unusual man who cares about people, who wants to make a contribution to society, who wants to make a difference in the world, who wants to leave a legacy. And one of the quotes in the video, he says, when I became a doctor at 17, he said, I said to myself, please don't let this be the pinnacle of my success. Let this only be the beginning. And so talk about a great man. Now, fortunately, he is colleagues and friends with our own esteemed Dr. Adam Saucedo, who's been with us for 8 years. And together they've collaborated on a concept and a technology to bring to market that is going to change the nutritional conversation as we know it forever. This is a fantastic technology, kind of like a cellulock technology, where it's this matchmaking technology of nutrients and cells. Just brilliant for the efficiency to prove transparency in a lab that our product actually does what we say it does, instead of take this and good luck and hope that you don't have the most expensive urine or that your supplements end up in some sewerage system somewhere. I know that's kind of gross, but there are articles that talk about those things. So that's the doctors. The 5 components, next slide please, are very simple. Number one is technology and know-how. As I mentioned earlier, it's kind of a cellulock technology that plays matchmaker with cells and nutrients. And it does it in a very transparent, scientific way. So it becomes smart nutrition. Love that, because not only do you get the physical confirmation, but you get a psychological confirmation that, man, I'm finally taking the right product. I finally have the right habit of health. And this is perhaps arguably the greatest habit of health we've ever seen. Number 2 is phytoplankton. As you know, phytoplankton is the first food, the best food, a checkmate in the conversation of health. It's a microscopic nutrient that carries all the vitamins and minerals, lots of minerals, right? Everywhere there, alkalizing sort of product. It grows in water, it grows in ocean, it grows in fresh water. It's a very powerful and potent ingredient. Number 3 is antioxidants. Of course, you want to prevent your cells from oxidizing. You want to prevent them from radiation and free radical damage. You want to stay young and not get old. Instead of putting it in a juice bottle and put lipstick on that pig, this is basically done in a powdered form, in a raw form, unpasteurized, so your body actually receives the benefits, not just the story. So pomegranate, raspberry, beautiful, beautiful product, and great for antioxidants. Number 4 is vitamins. We know vitamins have been studied thousands and thousands and thousands of times, from the brain to the central nervous system, to the bones, to the muscles, to the organs. We know that vitamins are an important habit if done the right way, and of course used the right way. And of course we feel great about the usage here of vitamins. And then finally, number 5 is energy, something you can feel within minutes of taking this product, where you just have that energy, get up and go work inside of your vision. And of course, the name of the product being Prodigy-5, and we are so excited about this product, especially because it's leveraged to the world. It brings the global economy to every doorstep. So now there's a buzz. Guys, I can tell you that this last week has been miraculous. all the anticipation, all the pre-orders that are going in. People are buying their tickets, and these gentlemen are going to talk about that with you today and make sure that that is the most important emphasis is what do I do next? Well, buy your ticket to the training, and that puts you right in the front of the boat for everything to be first. Okay? So with that, that is your recap. I'll turn the time over to our great executives. These are three great men, three very skilled men who on many occasions just run the company. That's what they do. One is our chief sales officer, whose name is Joe Jensen. And by the way, he resides over a lot of the markets that are on here today. Australia, New Zealand, Israel, and UK. Africa, Europe. Thank you. So we have Joe Jensen here. We also have our chief marketing officer, who also doubles as president of Latin America. Very talented, very skilled, good man, colleague and friend of mine for many, many decades, or just multiple decades. I wouldn't say many, but multiple decades. Mr. Jorge Alvarado, and then of course our newest member and oldest member, our chief sales officer. Not oldest by age, but he's been here a few times, okay, is Mr. Rick Redford. All three of these guys just work their butts off, guys. They do a great job for you. They do a great job for this company. And what we want to do now is really leap forward with a business dialogue before we get into all the other stuff, okay? So our priorities are straight. Everything is better when the business is good. So with that, I'll turn the time over to these three not gay. Three great guys. I mean, it's their business, not mine. Okay.
Way to lead into the call, Ron. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Ron. Great presentation. Thank you. Guys. Great.
Well, look, I'm excited, guys. Welcome to the English Road to Paris webinar. This is our third webinar for the day. I'm here with, as Ron said, Jorge Alvarado and Rick Redford. And the three musketeers, we're going to run the call this morning, and we've got, I guess, 4 more left today, right? I think so. We're having a great time and excited to be here on the call with you. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about why Prodigy-5 is really the ultimate product for your business, and we're going to really focus on 5 different aspects of Prodigy-5 that really make it unique as a product, make it unique as a product here at Forever Green. Number 1, it's going to have the simplest and most effective duplication model. Number 2, unlimited opportunity. We're going to hear a little bit more about what that means, unlimited opportunity, but it's very cool. Number 3, it's got the most unique pricing model that we've ever had here at the company. And it's going to be a product that's going to allow you to drive and build your business in a really massive way. You've heard Ron talk about how this is going to be $1 million a day product, and that's just scratching the surface, and I believe that myself. And then finally, the Global Express model. We haven't launched a Global Express model product for a while now, and this is it. So without further ado, let's jump right into the duplication model, Rick.
Great, thanks, Joe. And I apologize, I've got some sort of halo going on behind me. Can you scoot just a little bit that way? Just so it doesn't look like
I think that's natural, Rick. I don't know.
I know I'm not angelic. I'm pretty sure about that. Anyway, I apologize ahead of time if that's distracting, but we'll do that. Yeah. So we're trying. You know, what we want to do is get across this duplication model in a really creative way. The idea and intention of this webinar really is to give you and arm you with language about what to say, as well as what to do. What are the next steps? I know that question comes up, well, what do I do with this knowledge? So that's our intention today, and hopefully we'll be able to accomplish that. That's our goal. So the simple duplication model is one based upon it's a timeless product. This isn't a fad. As you know, we talk a lot about health as a habit, not an event. We talk about that our products are timeless. And the reality is this is one of those that fits in that model, certainly. And you know, there's a lot of noise, or there has been noise over the decades here about, you know, discovering a new superfruit or putting an old superfruit in a different packaging and so on. That's what this is not about. This is about absorption. It's about the technology, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as this call goes on. So a timeless product. Number 2 is really the unified message that we have as we go out and talk to people. And you've learned a lot about Dr. Embody, the Prodigy. That's where the name comes from. Prodigy-5, he is the Prodigy. That's a great story. There's been a lot of success stories in this industry with less of a story, less of a focus in terms of the person who developed the technology. The second is the technology. This is about absorption. It doesn't matter what's on the label. What matters is how much you're absorbing. And so this is a very big focus of this technology. Number 3, it is an exclusive technology, and Forever Green has the exclusive to this product. That is a huge story. Again, empires have been built on less than that in this industry. We know the 5 product highlights. Rod's already talked about those. I won't go into detail on that. He did it in the preamble to this, or the summary. And you can also stay tuned to the previous webinar that was done last week that talks very much in detail. And then we're sharing with you today the 5 business highlights, this being one of the pieces of the story as well. And then this is a global opportunity. And Jorge is going to go into a little bit more explanation about that. But being a global opportunity, you can really share it with anyone you know, regardless of where they live, where they come from, all of those aspects.
Absolutely. And actually, this brings us to the second point, the business point, which is the unlimited opportunity. And that's a big word to say. It's unlimited. Let's look at some numbers. Guys, I know we know that you have some new people joining the call. That's the intention of these webinars, is that you start spreading the news out there and people start joining this call because they would be ahead of time, this pre-launch. And I think it's very important that we mention the size and the potential of the network marketing industry.
Absolutely.
It is huge. It has great benefits from tax advantages, creation of the residual income, and create your own legacy. That's very important. But it is also not a little industry. It's not a small industry in the world. It's validated. Let's look at some numbers. We all probably, maybe most of us know these numbers, but it's just every time that I look at this, I'm amazed. I mean, it's just
what's NFL?
I don't know. I don't know what is $178 billion a year. I cannot. We have to put some points of reference there to understand the amount that we're talking about. So you can read on the screen and pick one, that little one that is music industry. All the artists in the world, all the CDs sold, all the MP3s, all the iTunes, everything is there. 16.5 million. Look how small it looks next to the network marketing.
Including Taylor Swift?
Well, maybe not.
Oh, okay.
So again, and now the next point is where the Prodigy-5 product can actually play in the supplements and nutrition industries. And let's look at the numbers as well. And these are huge numbers. They add up to $1.6 trillion a year. And that's why we refer to Prodigy-5 as an unlimited business opportunity. That is very important for us to point out. There is one more element that, in my knowledge, no other company can say, and that is that there is a seamless compensation plan. There is a huge difference between being a global company and an international company. There's no other global company in the world. We will talk about that later. But having a seamless comp plan, that means that you don't have to qualify in one country and then another one and then another one and then another one. You actually you just build one big tree globally, and which is huge. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Love it, Jorge. I've always loved it. That's one of the reasons why I came to Forever Green, was because the global model and because of what we have here that nobody else has.
And what a great way to create your lifestyle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, Jorge, next, the thing I want to talk about that I am really excited about is the unique pricing model that we've developed here for Prodigy-5. So it's got 2 really unique characteristics. Number 1, this is going to have at least as good or better than any price to QV ratio we've ever had with any product.
It's big.
It's big. It really is, Rick, because what it means is more income for you as a business builder. It also means better pricing for your customers.
Yeah.
So number 2, we're going to give you something which is also really unique. We're going to provide you with the best auto ship price we've ever given. We're going to talk a little bit about that and what that looks like and how you do that, okay?
Great.
So first, let's talk a little bit about the product that's available, that's going to be available coming up here. It's going to be available in 2 different packs. Number 1, we're going to have a single pack, as Ron calls them, cases. We're going to have a single case, which will be available for $62.50 and $62.95. Thank you. Don't know where that came
Just
from.
have to double check.
Yeah, $62.95 and $50 QV. And the second pack that's going to be available is going to be $124.95 and 100 QV. Okay, now everybody's thinking, you know what, that's a great price for a case of product or 2 cases of product that provide this technology, that have this story behind it. But we want to do even more for you. We want to give you, again, as we said, the best price to QV ratio and the best auto ship that we've ever given you. So the auto ship pricing, let's talk about how you're going to get that, okay? This is only going to be on Prodigy-5, okay? It's not going to be on any other product that we offer, okay? And what it's going to be is if you come into the business now, right, in the pre-launch, you're going to be able to come in at the $20 business seminar pack for Doctor on Body. Okay, you purchase that, and what that is, that's a reservation. Okay, it's like putting a down payment on a car that's going to be rolling out, right? Right. And that's going to hold your spot for the product. What that means is when you hold that, that allows you to buy the 6-case product when we launch it at $299.95. And then what that will do is give you the opportunity to lock in your auto ship price for life at $99.95. It's not going to be $124.95. It's going to be $99.95 with 90 points qualified. So
90 CV.
90 CV. Right. Yes, that's right. 90 CV qualified at 90 CV at a price of $99.95. So what that means for you is you get the product now, and as long as you're on auto ship, you will have that price forever. We've never done it before, and I don't know, honestly, Rick, if we'll ever do it again. Yeah. So that 90 CV basically is a qualifier for all the benefits of the compensation plan. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. That's right.
And I think here the message is very clear. This is a business conversation. This is the privilege of being ahead of time, kind of a founder of this concept.
That's right. Yeah.
And in order to be able to enjoy that price for life as an auto ship, $99.95 for being fully qualified, that's never happened before. It won't happen again, probably.
Yeah, that's like a 1-to-1 ratio in a sense.
So I had one of our top leaders ask me the other day. He said, "Joe, what do you think it's going to cost the company?" And I said, "That's a really good question. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we're committed to it, and we know it's going to be huge for our distributors and for our leaders." So
and this ends. Sorry, this will end the time that by the time that we launch the product. So it's not going to be forever.
No, that's right.
Back now.
That's right.
That's right.
And people say, "Hey, are you going to extend it?" And we say, "No."
So today,
you got to get in now.
You buy the $20. It's kind of like the entrance, and it holds your spot.
Yep.
And then you lock in, or you say, okay, I'm going to commit to that $299 pack, but that doesn't get charged until the product launches. Right?
That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's $75 discount by the way.
Oh, exactly. So it's what? How much worth of product? $350 worth of product?
That's right.
Yeah. Retail price is $450.
Yeah.
Amazing price now, amazing lifetime price.
That's right. Yeah,
so
well said, Joe.
What does this mean for your business? This means that you're going to be able to build very easily. And what does it mean right now? Bring people onto the calls. Bring people onto the Road to Paris webinars every week. Enroll them now. Enroll them in Prodigy-5. It's going to be huge for you and for your business. Yeah. Now, last thing is people are asking, hey, this is a global product, right? Yeah, absolutely. This is a global product. We haven't had one for a while. What that means is it's either going to ship on the ground, depending on what country you're in, or it's going to ship from here at the warehouse in Utah. And what that means is you're going to have multiple pricing options, multiple shipping options. They're going to give you shipping that's going to be reliable, will get to your doorstep.
Yeah, absolutely. The next element is the business driving product, meaning that this product itself is its own business building tool. And I'm going to explain that in a couple of different ways. Number one is this is a product that's a high impact product that you can feel it almost immediately. Now, obviously, what is immediately? That second, a few minutes later, but it's immediate, the impact that you're going to feel. Everybody wants a product that you can hand to somebody and they're going to feel something.
A demo.
And a sample. It makes it really powerful. Other than saying here and it's going to make your health better, just make your health better, which is great too. This is something they're going to feel immediately. Second thing is that with the immediate impact, it also has a long-term health benefit. This is something that is a daily quality nutrition. Something that you can be sure of that it's going to have a longer term effect, even though you can feel it immediately. You've got the best of both worlds in that case. And then the third point is that this product becomes its own marketing tool. How many of us have had a product that we want to share with somebody that comes in a bottle or comes in a canister? Like I love Pulsate, which is one of our products. But you know what, if you share that with somebody, you're kind of opening up your own product. All that stuff, and how do I share it, and so on. This product itself is its own sample. How awesome is that? So you feel it immediately, has long-term health benefits, and your product is your own sample. So you'll be able to order 2 cases, which gives you enough for yourself and some to sample. Yeah. It's the best of both worlds.
I love it, guys.
Perfect. The fifth point of the business conversation with Prodigy-5 is our global express model. That is huge.
Yeah.
We are the first and only company that I know of that has a global business opportunity, a real global business opportunity. I know everybody says we have a global business opportunity, and nobody has it.
Yeah.
Only Forever Green with the express model, right?
That's right.
So, guys, this is very important because we are in the era of networking, of Facebook, of social media. Everybody's connected. You have a friend who has a friend who has a friend in Timbuktu. Where is Timbuktu again?
Timbuktu's in Africa.
Yeah, right.
Well,
I know
And we
that.
ship there, and you can enroll there.
You have, and you know that, Joe, don't you?
And I know that.
Yeah, and we have customers there. So it is the era of networking. Having a business opportunity that can expand to any country, including Timbuktu, is amazing. So just in a business conversation, that opens a huge advantage, a huge door for everybody. You can create customers, you can expand your network around the world, and everyone will be part of the same big tree. Everybody with the same complaint, seamless conversation, same product, and with a unified message that you were talking about at the beginning.
That's right.
Now, this is not a model that we're going to try out. This is a proven model now. When we first launched the Power Strips in 2013, it was a new model, and we didn't know what was going to happen. And what happened was a 350% growth the first year, 400 and whatever percent growth in the second year, the best commission checks, etc. Now we have better infrastructure, an IT system that is right in place, and we're ready to sell $1 million a day with Prodigy-5 alone.
$1 million a day, really?
Yeah. Well, just to get started.
Just to
No,
get
that's
started.
a good
right?
start.
I don't
That's a
want
good
to put
start.
limit. Yeah, I don't want to put limit.
It is unlimited.
Yeah, right. So, guys, it's time for a massive action plan, Joe. And so, where do we start with a massive action plan?
Well, massive action plan is easy. It actually really is easy. Number one, lock in your $20 ticket for Dr. Ambati to see the live training. That's it.
Yeah,
Number
today.
two, today. Do it today. And again, this isn't just for members, right? This is a massive recruiting tool. Number two, go get your $299 pack with the 6 cases in there. And then number three, you're locking in the auto ship for life price. So that's step number one. Number two, Rick, what are we going to do?
Well, number two is fairly obvious today, and that is tune into these webinars. You had the first one last week. This is number 2 today. And then you have 6 more on the same day every week. On Tuesday, same link. With all the translations we have, we got started this morning with Japanese at 7 o'clock a.m. I know that was difficult, Jorge. We got here at 6:30, and that's early for us.
This should be illegal.
And then we end tonight with the second English call. Today is the first English call right now, and then you have a second one at 7:30 tonight. And this is the Road to Paris webinars, and each week you're going to learn a little bit more. If you can't see them live, they'll be recorded. You know, some people work during the day, obviously, and it may not be a convenient time, but tune in. Make sure you're a part of these Road to Paris webinars.
Number 3, you can be in Paris. Actually, who wouldn't want to be in Paris to celebrate with us the pre-launch, the official pre-launch of Prodigy-5? So the moment is now to start building, to enroll new people. I know there's a lot of new people on the call who it is time to take action now, save your spot in the organization, and start building it so that you can get to Paris, maybe even with the rank, and go upstage to receive it.
That's right. Yeah, and we have the Road, the Momentum 100 promotion. It's a global promotion right now. And I want to put this all kind of in perspective. So, Joe just outlined what is your simple steps to do today. If you've already purchased the $20 pack, great. But how do you maximize the distribution of a new product? Let me use a retail example. So you own 5 stores and you launch a global world-changing product. You're going to be able to take advantage of whatever those 5 stores can sell. But what if you have 5,000 stores? I mean, your distribution now has multiplied exponentially. And that's what we're talking about today. Use the Momentum 100 promotion globally to be able to expand your organization today. Remember, that $299 pack charge doesn't happen till Paris, or just right there at that time frame.
Right.
So what do we do today is you expand your organization. We have the Momentum 100 promotion, makes it easier to rank advance, makes it easier to promote today. get that organization bigger and bigger and bigger today so that when that product launches, it has maximum exposure. Can you imagine, and Ron said this last week, all of the commission checks and everything on that huge day when all of these orders are put through? Can you imagine what your check's going to look like if you have 5,000 stores or what the equivalent is in this organization? So this is a great opportunity.
It is, Rick, and I think that when we say massive action plan, we mean massive, we mean global, we mean $1 million a day, as Ron says, scratching the surface. So I'm excited, guys.
Me too. I think all the elements are here. You're in this call because you have great leadership. Your team who brought you to this call. Please know that you have also a great company that is going to support you during this process. We have some other things cooking on the back of the kitchen that we won't tell here. You have to go to Paris. But I believe the message is strong, and I've never felt so, I think, so happy or motivated for what is coming. Confident. Yeah, absolutely.
Same here, guys. So what's next?
We'll see you in Paris.
All right.
Thank you very much.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.